Hello and welcome, dear children. Today we will continue with Standard 8th History, Part 2, Chapter number 10, Armed Revolutionary Movement. In our last session, we have studied revolutionary activities organized by Vasudev Balwant Phadke. We also know about the revenge taken by Safekar brothers and the organization of Abhinav Bharat, which was founded by Swatantra Veer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. In today's session, we will get acquainted by revolutionary movement in Bengal, Chittagong and Kakori conspiracy. Let us begin with the revolutionary movement that started in Bengal. There were two types of revolutionary movements that began in Bengal. First of all, let us understand what is revolutionary movement. First thing, the extreme militant nationalism was carried out by the extremists in the later part of history. They were having extreme tendencies of asking the Britishers to leave the country, not tolerating their presence on the Indian grounds. And also, these extreme nationalists were the ones who had realized the failure of the policies of Congress. For example, the first movement that failed was the Swaraj movement. Then the second was non-cooperation movement, which was started by Mahatma Gandhi and suddenly it had ended. So because of these two incidents, nothing was happening in the country. No reforms were happening in the country. Britishers were fighting the World War and its after effects and its impact was faced by the Indians. As a result, the rise of extreme nationalism began. This we could see during the 1920s. After that, we could see various groups of young revolutionaries which came together and formed different organizations. What did these organizations actually want? They wanted sudden change. That is, they wanted to drag the Britishers outside India. And for that, they were ready to take weapons in their hands and get freedom through violence. We could see how these youngsters got angry after the partition of Bengal. It was in the early 1870s to 1902. Onwards, the growth of some major committees started. Committees like Anushilan Samiti. This organization started with a newspaper known as Yugantar. It was basically made by Barendra Kumar Ghosh, Narendra Datta, Mittar, etc. These were the people which were actually making the Samiti. What was the Samiti? This Samiti was a revolutionary platform for the youth of Bengal. Now, these youngsters, this youth, what did they want actually? They wanted to move British away from the country. And for that, what did they do? They were organizing protest. They were writing against the Britishers in the newspaper that is Yugantar. It brought awakening in the minds of common people. They were also attacking some of the British officers. Well, the attacking mode was on. There were many leaders like Prafulla Chakki, Khudiram Bose, Aurobindo Ghosh, Ras Bihari Bose. These were the people who were directly attacking the British officers. Prafulla Chakki and Khudiram Bose tried to attack a white judge named Kingsford in Muzaffarabad. They planned to kill him with a bomb in a cart, which he was traveling in, because he had punished various Indians. Unfortunately, there were two English ladies who were traveling in the cart and they got killed instead of Kingsford. This incident is also known as Alipore conspiracy case. After this incident, Prafulla Chakki shot himself with a bullet so that he would not fall in the hands of British, whereas Khudiram Bose was caught by the police. And after investigating, some members of Anushilan Samiti were arrested, like the Ghosh brothers, that is Aurobindo and Barendra. But due to lack of evidence in linking him with the manufacturing of bombs, they were set free. Ras Bihari Bose and his associates made a daring act of throwing bomb at the Viceroy Lord Hardinge, but he got saved from the attack. So, this was the motive initially to harm the British officers by directly shooting them or killing them. This was the attacking mode of revolutionaries in Bengal. The next thing that was happening here was organizing raid, which was done by the people like Surya Sen in Bengal. It was done in the area known as Chittagong. He wanted this area to be completely free from the Britishers. And for that, what did he do? He attacked the railway tracks. He dismantled them. He took the treasure available with the Britishers in the area around with the help of people, and he protested that this Chittagong area should be free from the Britishers. He actually got it free. He put the national flag on it and saluted it. The other incident we can talk about is the Kakori conspiracy, or you can also say the Kakori case related to the train robbery that took place between Kakori near Lucknow on 9th August 1925 during the Indian independence movement against the British Raj. The robbery was organized by Hindustan Republic Association. The robbery was conceived by Chandrasekhar Azad, Ram Prasad Bismil, Yogesh Chatterjee, Sachindra Nath Sanyal, with the objective of achieving independence. Since the organization needed money for purchase of weaponry, Bismil and his party decided to plunder a train on one of the northern railway lines in Uttar Pradesh. It is known as the Kakori conspiracy. The government immediately arrested Ashfaqullah Khan, Ram Prasad Bismil, Roshan Singh, Rajendra Lohia, and were hanged after trial. But Chandrasekhar Azad managed to escape. So basically, the idea behind these revolutionary activities was to put the Britishers away, either by using weapons or by the way of struggle, and get the freedom for India. We can call this phase to be a rebel phase. Why this rebel came up? Basically, because the moderate policies were failing. So these young people from Bengal and other parts of the country did not have any hopes from the moderate policies. They realized that with weapons they are going to gain freedom. So they were all getting energy and motivation from the world around. They looked at Russia and got motivated. If Russia can do it, even India can get freedom. Now, let us recall what we have studied in today's session. First question. In Bengal, which revolutionary organization was active? Yes, it was Anushilan Samiti. Second question. From where did Vasudev Balwanta Phadke took the training of arms? The answer is Vastad Lahuji Salve. Third question. Write the names of Safekar brothers. You know, na, children, who was Safekar brothers who killed the plague commissioner Rand. Okay. So the answer is Damodar, then Balakrishna and Vasudev. Question number 4. What were the objectives of the revolutionary movement in Bengal? The first point is to keep control over British officers. Second, to loosen the government machinery. Third, to wipe out the fear in the minds of Indians regarding the British government. The last point is overthrowing the British rule were some of its main objectives. That's all for today's session. Hope you all have very well understood today's topic. Your today's homework is to find out more information about Anushilan Samiti and write the same in your own words. Thank you, children.